All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. We have a lot to get into for this Friday video. We are getting a ton of promos for Underdog, for PrizePicks, for Betr. Sleeper has some discounts, and I want to talk about the best ways to go about attacking those prop bets. Like for WNBA, it's starting today. We're getting plenty of free squares there and discounts and bets that we should be making there. So yeah, there's a lot to get into, and I want to start with some of the WNBA discounts and free squares that we have available. So let's go ahead and start there. Now, for what it's worth, guys, yesterday we did go 3 for 5 with the bet of the day, kind of continuing a good stretch of, giving out good prop bets. Obviously, the past 2 days prior to that had hit 2 4 slip bets there as well. So, continued a decent run there. But let's go ahead and take a peek at Underdog right now, guys. We are getting a discounted eligible pick there for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark for their Saturday game. So take advantage of that discount. I'll probably touch on that on tomorrow's video, but I did want to start with that. Betr, guys, is giving us a WNBA free square for Caitlin Clark as well. Points, rebounds, and assists. That's in a bet that we obviously want to make. And they also are obviously giving us the daily discounts that they always do as well. We should be taking advantage of those guys. So like for the first one, we got Paige for over points, rebounds, and assists of 19.5. Does seem to be a little bit of a trap there just because it's her first real WNBA game. Then we're getting Towns and then Corbin Burns. As always, guys, take advantage of the discounts, the daily discounts on Betr, okay? It's insane. It's Taco Tuesday literally every single day on Betr. And the only reason that they're able to do it is because people are not taking advantage of those discounts and they're not playing it as much. Simply put, guys, the best sportsbook you can be betting on is the one that is giving you the discount that day. If you guys are interested in signing up for Betr, make sure to use the link in the description below. That is a simple and easy way to help out the channel. And obviously, guys, it's going to help out you as well there. Take advantage of it. And then, guys, on top of it being Flex Friday for us for PrizePicks, we're also getting a WNBA protected pick as well. And so we're going to be covering that. Let's start out here with PrizePicks, some of those top prop bets that we are getting. And so let's just go ahead right away and start off with a WNBA bet. And just as an FYI, guys, if you guys have not signed up for Underdog or PrizePicks as well, there's links to that in the description below as well. Again, all that is just a simple and easy way to help out the channel. It does not go unnoticed when someone uses that for the first time as well. Basically, I'm able to invest the money that's drawn in from partnerships like that right back into 9 to 5 and all the tools that I have and still keep the membership cost at $10 a month. But let's start off with this top prop bet. And I do want to call out one thing here, guys. ESPN Bet is really driving a lot of the lines that I'm going to touch on here with these prop bets. Okay, so per ESPN Bet, where they're giving us lines for all these because they have a direct interest in the WNBA succeeding. Think about why the WNBA and women's college basketball is getting a lot of hype lately. Why Caitlin Clark got a lot of hype lately? Well, that's because ESPN has a direct interest in them doing well, having a lot of the media rights for the WNBA. And so with that, it makes sense why ESPN Bet is giving us a lot of lines. That being said, I don't know how much we can trust their lines, full disclosure. Okay, so with that, obviously we want to be getting more lines from like FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, BetOnline. We're pulling in a bunch of different lines, but the one that kind of sticks out the most, that is, I would say, influencing the market, at least today, is ESPN Bet. Okay, so I did want to start with calling that out because we are getting some different spots. This is something that once we get more lines throughout the day could end up changing as well. Okay, so let's just go ahead and look at some of these prop bets. We're getting another one, Natasha Cloud for under her assist of 7. Again, we are getting some different lines here, 5.5 there. Underdog has that 6.5. Again, it's very interesting there with all the different lines that we were getting. Tiffany Hayes is one where I do like, just looking at the projection data, that agrees with the under for her. You could also just do her under points rebounds as well, but the projection data is a little bit higher on that, so I'm going with the points and assists. Natasha Cloud for under her points and assists as well is another one that's popping up as well. Again, this is very interesting. I'm just assuming that this is one where we're just seeing some different lines. Again, I think this is just ESPN Bet's lines being a little bit off right now, honestly, with Natasha Cloud. I'm still fine running those out because for the most part, the projection data is also agreeing with all those. And so again, that's just an interesting aspect that we have going. Lloyd to get over rebounds and assists. Again, the projection data likes the over. 6.5 is the average sportsbook line, but all the other data points are telling us to bet the over. Natasha Cloud is another interesting one. Again, because of all those lines telling us to bet the under, it's naturally the fantasy score under is going to be a bet that's popping up as well. For Saturday, we do have Caitlin Clark for over her rebounds and assists. Then we're getting into probably one of my favorite ones is going to be Courtney Williams for over her fantasy score as well of 27.5. Okay, so that's a decent bet there. Brittany Sykes to get over 3.5 assists is decent. Now we're starting to get a little bit too low where we're getting under 54% likelihood to hit. But again, just before you place these bets, I would just double check and make sure these are all bets that are popping up as good prop bets when you place these via the 9 to 5 cheat sheet. Obviously, again, I do think we're going to be getting more odds updating after I post this video, and obviously I can't control that. So I am in the process of updating the underdog cheat sheet for WNBA as well. So some of the data points are not pulling in, just as an FYI, like time, date ID. That's just happening right now, just as an FYI. All this is still going to be correct though, okay? And so a lot of the same stuff that we were seeing here for underdog, what I have pulled up are the same prop bets that are going to be good prop bets as well. So that does correlate pretty well there. We're just not getting as big of edges on underdog as well. And so I'm probably waiting to take advantage of that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark discount, but I think we're going to be running over points, rebounds, and assists for Caitlin Clark on underdog, guys, for that promo. And so again, this is what I'm looking at for the bet of the day right now. Just with it, guys, the projection data is agreeing with Vegas, ESPN bet, full disclosure, with these bets. 6-slip bet, flex bet, obviously. That's what we got there. Now, I do want to get into Flex Friday, but I also just want to touch on the MLB prop bets in general because it is a pretty good board for MLB today as well. But for Flex Friday, we're getting a bunch of esports middles. And so that's kind of the interesting part with underdog. I know some people are getting some gimme picks for underdog as well. What we theoretically could do is just try to run out like a 3-slip bet middle between PrizePicks and Underdog, use the Flex Friday slip, and then use a gimme pick that's also a 3-slip bet, run that out as an assured pick as well. And then we're just trying to get a little bit lucky there that they both hit, or maybe 2 out of the 3 hit. But there are some middling opportunities with these esports prop bets. So again, if you guys want to do that, you can. Obviously, you're limiting the upside that you have. It's not a good long-term approach, but it is something we could run out. And then for MLB, we are getting a clear edge here with Kyle Tucker for over his hitting fantasy score. This is something I talk about a bunch, are these edges where we're getting a clear edge, and this obviously going to be one of them with him. Projection data at 9.5, which is much more in line with the underdog line. The average sportsbook line might be a little bit aggressive, but still, it still calls out that the PrizePicks line is certainly a little bit too low. Now, from there, I do just want to take a peek at maybe some MLB only prop bets and NBA prop bets as well. So we're going to just look at that, NBA and then MLB, because those are the ones where we are getting the best bets. Ben Rice for over his hitting fantasy score is fine. Trent Gresham to get over his hitting fantasy score is a good one. We are still getting plenty of good prop bets in general for today. Okay, so very solid edges. But are we getting any big prop line differences at all? Carlos Rendon, we're not getting a full line for him just yet. Garrett Crotchet for over his pitching fantasy score, probably a little bit of a better bet on underdog. Let's see here. Derek White, we are getting a big prop line difference for, and this is actually one of the better bets on underdog today is Derek White for under his fantasy score. We've been there, done that with him. I don't know if I necessarily want to get there. You guys know kind of the issue we've had with Derek White recently, so that's going to be up to you guys whether or not you want to get there, but did think that one was worth calling out there as well. Another pitching fantasy score prop line difference that we're getting right here as well. Francis for over his pitching fantasy score. Decent one compared to all the other data points, average sportsbook line, projection line, and underdog line there as well. So plenty of good prop bets for us to get into. That's kind of the issue. And I did just mention, guys, that Derek White prop bet to me is the best prop bet that we want to be running out for underdog. And I hate it. I do. I mentioned this a bunch with Tatum off the court. He is someone that does benefit a lot. We did see him have a massive game in the last game as well. I am just so sick of Derek White having prop line differences between both books. It's really been annoying. Really, really been annoying. So I did want to mention that, but more importantly, take advantage of the discounts that are out there. There is a PGA championship promo going on as well, like a free $5 bet or something like that. I think I would give you guys a bet slip, but by the time I get this loaded, not going to be worth it. Most of the golfers are going to be live by then, so I can't do that there as well. So with that, I'm going to give you guys the Flex Friday bet of the day, but I'm also going to give you guys a better bet slip as well. And so let's go ahead and get into the bet of the day. Again, I really think the best profitable approach is actually to attack those middles that we're getting esports wise. And this does provide a lot of people a lot of time to get those bets in still as well. And so what I like to do is I'm going to pair these two prop bets right here, guys, with the underdog kind of discounts and whatnot that are available. If you guys have like a gimme pick available, I'd run out a 3-slip bet and run it out as a flex as well. And so that way you're basically doing a 2-slip bet with the free square, and you're doing a flex bet. So you're basically wagering, whatever, a 2-slip bet to win out the 3x that you typically would for that on underdog. But regardless, we are trying to hit a middle, right? Where this should be an approach where we're going to be profitable, or at least obviously if we're doing a Flex Friday slip, that's going to be a 3-slip bet like this. We're not going to lose money on it theoretically, hopefully, right? I mean, I guess we still could in the long term, but I think that's the best approach to go with today. And I said because Kyle Tucker, right as I was going to place this bet, and I didn't get as much action in as I wanted to because of all the profits that we need to target in this video, I did not get as much action in as it got bumped. It got bumped. So a little bit annoying there. Hopefully you guys got those bets, and hopefully you guys are now in Fed member and got those bets in already. Now let's go ahead and show you guys some better bets. And so for better, right now I'm going to be running a hand buy for under her points of 14.5. paired up with Paige, and then obviously the other two discounts that we have available as well on Betr as well. And then I do think I'm going to wait on the Caitlin Clark free square. Maybe we could end up getting some good PGA differences as well there. But again, guys, link to the description below to sign up for Betr. I know not everyone signed up, and again, that's the reason why they're able to offer us these daily discounts, because they're obviously trying to grow. Look at PrizePicks where their discounts are not as good lately. That's pretty much why, right? Because they've reached that point of kind of peak growth that they can reach. Betr is going to give us daily discounts because they're trying to get there. But regardless, guys, appreciate you being here. Again, if you guys want access to any of the tools that you saw in this video, plus much more, head on over to 9to5sports.com. Get access to all those tools for $10 a month. Take advantage of that best deal out there. Appreciate you guys being here. Good luck with all your bets today. And as always, let's keep cashing.